But this is the shade, so let me give you a swatch right there. That is it right there. So that is Nightmare, which is the first shade. Why did I swatch it on my hand? That is terrible. I always swatch my hand. Why did I want to swatch my wrist? What am I even thinking? Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm bringing you the introduction for my Pan Those Eyeshadows project pan. So this project was originally created by Alexy, who will have a link down below, but there are a lot of people who are participating in it, who have taken on the challenge to hit pan in their eyeshadows. So for me, this year, 2022, this project is filling the hole, I guess, that I'm leaving with my Pan That palette. In the past few years, I have tried to complete both a Pan That palette and a Pan Those eyeshadows, and I have had limited success in both of those. So for 2022, one had to go. So I decided to stop doing a Pan That palette and to focus on my Pan Those eyeshadows, because I would like to see an increase in the pans within my collection. So a quick overview of the rules that I will be undertaking for 2022. Essentially, the goal is as normal. I roll in 5 eyeshadows. My aim is to hit pan on those eyeshadows or to reach 30 uses before I can roll it out. Laney, who I also have a link down below, she has started this project, but for her, she has incorporated using a roulette style with a list of prompts of 100 prompts, and those prompts she'll roll a prompt and then pick a shadow in relation to that prompt. I was considering incorporating that into my project for one shadow out of the 5, but I thought I would start off with just doing the traditional randomly roll a shadow from my entire eyeshadow collection for my 5 shadows and keep doing that. However, I may consider to change things up a bit and incorporate Laney's roulette list somehow going forward. I just don't want to jump in too hard, too fast. So before I show you what I have rolled in, let's go through what I have in my collection. If you have recently checked out my makeup inventory for 2022, which I'll have linked up in the cards, you will know that I have 503 pans of eyeshadow. Out of those 503 pans, 62 of them are currently got pan on them, which means I'm currently sitting at a 12.33% pan percentage. This is actually a pretty decent pan percentage. Before I had even figured out my pan percentage, I thought I'd be less than 10% and that I wanted to aim to get 10% of my collection with pan. But alas, I am already over the 10%. So the next question is, what percentage would I like to aim to hit pan on? I've decided to go for 14%, and throughout the year I would like to have rolled in to this project at least 10 eyeshadows, not including the first 5 that I'm currently about to roll in. So I would like to roll in an additional 10, if that makes sense. So essentially I would have had at least 15 eyeshadows in this project throughout 2022. So for those that are new here, I film on my phone. So I pre-record using a screen recorder, me pulling up my numbers through the random number generator, which I think is called Pretty Random. So that will come up on the screen here. And let's discuss the 5 shadows that I've rolled in to this project. First off, we rolled 202, and this is a shadow from my LA Splash Classic Horror palette. This palette is gorgeous. I love it. And did I buy it for the packaging? Yes, but I actually really like the color story that is inside as well. These colors are just gorgeous. So I rolled in a shade from this palette, and I in fact rolled in, where is it? Here, this one right here, this dark blood red. It is called Nightmare. So let me give you a quick swatch. As you can see, these shadows are really dusty and really brittle. So I'm not really sure, this is a swatch right there, how long it will take me to hit pan, but it is a very strange formula. Then we rolled number 66, and this is from my Essence Gide Sydney palette, and this color story definitely makes me think of Australia, though I would have liked to have seen a gold in here, just so then they had the green and gold going on. But I guess the packaging kind of does that a bit for you. But number 7, that was the shade I pulled, and that is 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is this one right here. Let me give you a swatch. It is really buttery and smooth. It's like a bronzy gold color, and I'm pretty sure that I have already had that color in this project before, maybe back in 2020. If I did, I'll link the video up in the cards, but I'm pretty sure I've already had that in this project. Next up, we have 109, and that comes from this Sour Cherries palette. And the shade is number 3, which is, let's do it this way, number 3, which is 1, 2, 3. It's this shade right here, this really yellow gold. It doesn't have a name, it's just called 3. Let me give you a swatch. This one is quite buttery and bright as well. So that is it right there. I'm getting quite a neutrally kind of warm, I guess, color story so far, but that one is the next shade. Then we rolled 384, and that one is from my Revolution Alexis Stone palette, and you will also recognize this shade from this project before. It is number 16, which is this shade just here, this bright pink, and this one I'm pretty sure was in this project for all of 2021, and it has hardly even a dip in it. But let me give you a swatch. That is it right there. It is bright and pink. So right there, that is the next shade from the Alexis Stone palette. And last but not least, we rolled 349, and that one comes from my Revolution, the Emily Edit The Wants palette. Let me just hold it like that. And it is Good Vibes, which is this one up here, this bright, it is this one up here, this deep dark red. So it's kind of like, sorry, this is my awkward way of giving you a swatch. So that is it right there. There we go. So it is almost kind of like a glitter version of Nightmare. It is essentially kind of like this one here, but a bit darker as well. But that is going to be our color story. Let me hold it back up again. So this is it here. This is our color story. Like I said, my goal is either to hit pan or reach 30 uses on each shade before they can roll out and I can roll in a new one. For now, I'm just going to continue doing my random number generated roll-in. However, I am considering maybe later in the year incorporating Laney's roulette style prompts. Make sure you check out Alexy, who is the creator of this project, and also Laney, who is changing it up a bit. I will have them linked down below. But until next time, I'm Verity. This was the introduction for my Pan Those Eyeshadows. And now, to the outro.